Let me see if you can observe something. First, I'm going to expand the width of this column so you can see very clearly. Then I want to type in a number here. So let me type in 2000 here. Okay, that's 20,000. Now let me type in Ahmed here. Obviously, you see I like my name a lot. So I'll type in Ahmed here. Then here I'm going to type in a date 1/1/2020. And then here I'm going to type in some symbol. Let's use ampersand, 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 like this. Now, what did you observe? So you'd have seen that, whatever I type inside a cell in Excel is either going to be aligned to the right like this, or it will be aligned to the left like this. So everything I type is either going to align right or align left. That's by default, except of course if I decide to manually change the alignment. So maybe I decide to manually change this alignment here to right aligned like this, of course, but I'm not going to do that. So let me go back to undo this. So by default, you can see that every content that you have in a cell is going to be aligned either right or left. And that's because Excel allows us to type in two types of data. The meaning of this left and right for us now simply means the type of data. And the two types of data that Excel allows us to type into a cell are numbers and text. Right? Now, until you are told otherwise, let's just stick with that knowledge. So inside a cell in Excel, you can either type in a number or you can type in a text. Okay? Yeah, sure. I know what you think. You are thinking, but this is a date and this is a special character. Well, as far as Excel is concerned, dates are numbers, while special characters are also considered text, right? The summary of this is in a cell in Excel, you can either type in numbers, which are going to be aligned to the right, like this number, and also this number, which happens to be a date, but Excel is going to recognize it as a number. So all your numbers are going to be aligned to the right, while all your text, like this one, are going to be aligned to the left by default. Okay? And that's why, for example, if I want to type in a phone number, so let's use like a Nigerian kind of phone number that always starts with a 0, right? Like a mobile number. So if I type in 08077777777 like this, by the time I hit enter key, because this is a number, you know where it's going to be aligned, right? It's going to be aligned to the right. So if I press enter key now, you will see that that number basically aligns to the right. Okay? Now, if I want it, and that's why you can even see that when I type 08077 or 8888 like this. When I press enter, you see that the leading 0 is going to disappear from there, because as a number, the leading 0 is irrelevant. So if you type 01, 01 is just basically 1. And that's why when you type numbers that starts with 0 in Excel, Excel will automatically eat up the first 0 that you type. Now, if you need to keep that first 0, you want to make sure that you put in something like a tiny apostrophe, right? Because apostrophe is a special character, which is basically a text, right? And when you now start to type in 080 something something something, because of that apostrophe you have right there, this content of what you are typing now will no longer be regarded as a number. Rather, it's going to be regarded as a text. So when I press enter now, you see it's going to align to the left like a text, and the leading 0 is also going to be there. Now, somebody might be wondering, what if you have something like alphanumeric? Okay, now if we say there are two types of data, text and numbers, that is because a number is something that contains values between 0 and 9. All numbers will contain some values between 0 and 9, isn't it? Now, if you have anything outside of something between 0 and 9, then it is no longer a number, which is why if you have a mixture of A0002 like this is a text, because you have this A here. So this content Yeah, it is alphanumeric, but as far as Excel is concerned, it is a text because numbers are supposed to have things that range between 0 and 9. A falls nowhere within 0 and 9, which is why if you want your leading zeros to show, you can always start with an apostrophe. Then you can type whatever you want to type, and that leading zero is going to remain there because that apostrophe simply means something outside of 0 to number 9, and it's going to be regarded as a text. Therefore, the entire contents of what you have typed now will be text, right? Of course, in the next video, we have to expand on dates and explain why Excel treats dates as numbers.